I feel like the hero is usually, most of the time, it's just got a split push anyways. It generally doesn't leave the lane that it's in until it gets to the tier 3 tower. And that's the problem also. And this isn't even mentioning that, you know, Secret probably have played against this hero in a couple of scrims, especially if they've played against Denial. But, I mean, that's the thing. We have yet to see how it pans out until we actually get into the game. I'll reserve judgment, but...
They could have some crazy strat where they like aggro tri-lane with Broodmother, Skywrath, and Enchantress.
I freaking hope so, man. They need something, I feel like.
That could actually be kind of strong if you think about, like, if Enchantress and Skywrath just park themselves in the enemy jungle, and they're, like, jungling the enemy jungle while Brood is in that lane, then that could actually be really good this game, because Sand King's going to want to jungle, Dazzle's not really a good support, you know, against an aggro tri-lane.
Right.
And I actually would like that coming out from Denial. Let's see if they go for that. Maybe
yeah,
that's
I mean, you can't juggle safely as a Sand King against even just maybe a solo Broodmother, I guess. So I would have liked to see something like an Enchantress instead of the Sand King, but I'm sure this will work out just fine, assuming, you know, we see a standard game with the Broodmother in the offlane. And
it could also just be core tied, core Sand King as well.
True. That's also quite scary to think about.
Unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but we've seen crazier drafts before.
I think there's going to be a Kuroki hero next, unless they want to have the Tide in the safe lane farming, just because it deals with Broods so well. You actually, as a Brood, you can't do anything to a Tide, because, especially not with the Anchor Kraken build, the spiders, I believe, don't do physical damage, they do some sort of poison damage, so I think it might actually work partially through Kraken Shell, but they're actually not going to do any of their physical damage portion.
Is this a Legion counterpick just to make sure that Secret doesn't get it? Because I was going to say Secret can pick up a Legion here and just make Broodmother extraordinarily sad for Kuroki, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, that's it, I'm done.
Oh, we're going to see... Oh, it's a no-tail Meepo. I was actually really hoping to see a Kuroki Meepo, but then I realized they have no-tail on the team. Because Kuroki actually in Dota 1 was one of the only players to ever play Meepo in competitive Dota 1. And he was a god at the hero. Like, he was amazing at the hero.
It is going to be no-tail instead. And it's still exciting regardless.
Yeah.
But, you know, someday maybe we'll see that Kuroki Meepo, but not today, it looks like.
And I think it's going to be a Kuroki Tide. Just because, like I said, the Brood can't do anything against that hero. And actually, we're going to have Mad on the Broodmother, so... a bit of a role swapping coming out. Looks like Funzy's going to be on the Skywrath, unless we, for some reason, have a 4-position Brood, and I don't know something here.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Brood? Is that a thing?
Is it? I don't know. You're asking me, man.
I don't know.
The new meta is real. We're going to see in just a second how real this new meta is. The brave new meta coming out from Denial, hopefully. But until we see dedicated lanes coming up from Denial, we'll have to reserve judgment. For Secret, you're looking at their roster. You've got Big Daddy No-Tail playing his favorite Meepo. Kuroki on the Sand King, interestingly enough. Puppy's going to play your Dazzle. Simba on the Tidehunter, and S4 on your Brewmaster. Looks like they will swap the roles around. No-Tail, he's going to be the one carrying this game, I believe. I don't really think the core Sand King is... I mean, it's good. It could happen,
but... It's going to be a support Sand King, I think.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Honestly, it's not even like they're swapping into things that they're not comfortable playing with. Kuroki, definitely a very experienced and good support player.
He played support for like 2 years for Navi.
On one of the best teams, so...
Yeah. He's kind of good at the role. He's kind of good at Dota in general. Let's just say Kuroki's good at this game.
30 seconds.
Definitely one of the best players in the scene, for sure.
So, that's Secret's roster. And if you'd like to do Denial, you're more than welcome.
Yep. In the top lane, we're going to have Paris farming up on the Legion Commander. Looks like he's going to be supported by Creo and Funzy on the Skywrath. In the mid lane, we're going to have Giral playing the Puck. And off laning, we're going to have fucking Mad on the Broodmother. So
it's exactly what we thought it was going to be. Yep. He will pick up a haste rune early on here, so it's a good choice. It's a good thing to have.
It's actually a really nice rune for him to get.
Yeah, it's going to be impossible to kill him.
I'm actually a little surprised that they didn't just... Although I guess with this Meepo last pick, it sort of makes it so they can't put... You don't really want to put the Meepo in an aggressive lane because it would be kind of useless. So Actually, these lanes don't surprise me too much. I would have liked to see them maybe put just the solo Tide or something against the Brood, but I suppose with these picks, they actually have to just try lane against Brood.
Well, you say tri lane, but again, Kroki's going to be in the jungle for a while,
Yeah.
so... But also, the thing is, for a Meepo, you generally like to jump into the jungle, like, after you hit level 3, and he will have to split the jungle up between him and Kroki, so there will be... I mean, you can still farm the safe lane, obviously, and not have a problem with that, but you want to be able to use the jungle as well. Meanwhile, S4 took a lot of damage coming up from Droll. Again, Droll is quite the puck player, so something to keep in mind. Top lane, it is going to be Sim of the off lane. He's getting Arcane Bolted, unsurprisingly. It's just going to happen when you're playing up against the Skywrath, so...
I feel like everyone who's been picking Puck recently is just so good at this hero. Maybe the hero's just strong at this point. I feel
that
like
might be the case.
every player that I see take this hero mid, they do really well.
Yeah, this is, it's quite the hero nowadays. In fact, it's been picked like every game the past 2 days in Dota Pit, I think. At least from what I remember. Spawn Spiderlings are going to go for Matt. He'll send one of them to the jungle. Actually, he's just going to keep an eye out for the most part. They're going to throw a sentry down, and now Puppy's going to go to work on taking these bad boys down, so... Matt's like, please, no, my Spiderling. My children. Matt is going to get chased away. No-Tail has 1 point in Poof, 1 point in his Earthbind, so I mean, he can maybe start getting aggressive on Matt if he gets caught out. And he didn't bring sentries to the lane. Usually when you're a Broodmother, you might bring sentries to counter the other sentries, but he's just got to sit back and try to farm with the Soul Ring when he gets it up.
They do have sentries. One right there.
No, for Matt, I mean.
For Matt, okay. I thought, okay, yeah, I was confused.
Alright, Creo gets the kill onto S4. He gets caught out of position. They roam in with the Centaur Conqueror, and they get the kill. Nice. Good stuff. Glad I caught that.
That's okay. I completely missed that as well. I think he smoked and just caught S4 trying to get the rune.
Yeah.
So a really nice rotation from him. Maybe he didn't even smoke. Although he doesn't have any items, and I assume
think he did. I'm pretty sure.
Probably, yeah, you start with the smoke usually when you jungle Enchantress. So.
Here comes Groku with double damage rune. He's going to spot out Matt. He's going to hit him once and then back away. The webs are up now, and the Spiderlings are going to get going onto Kroki. So the Spiderlings actually can harass and maybe even somehow steal some of the farm coming up from Kroki, but something to keep in mind.
Something we never talked about was how good Meepo and Dazzle are together. If you're able to get let's say the blink on Meepo, and he has, even at level, before he gets 4 Meepos, a 3 Meepo heal Poof Bomb is some insane damage coming out.
Draw's going to get hit up with crit and the Thunderclap as well. S4 was going to work there for a moment, but he'll probably bottle up here in a second and regen. Meanwhile, top lane, Simba's chasing down Funzy, by the way. And they're going to go toe-to-toe. Anchor Smash already went. 1 point in Kraken Shell as well. Simba's manning up hardcore. Funzy's going to get chased down. Arcane Bolt and Concussive Shot are available. Paris is going to come in. Now they're going to go overwhelming odds as well. There's the enchant coming in, and Paris is looking for this kill. He might find it. Simba is going to fall, it looks like, to the right click of Sakshika up in this top lane with his Legion Commander.
So a really strong early game start from Denial. I think they need to have a strong start with these heroes because they definitely don't have any late game. I mean, their late game consists of Legion Commander, and I think that's it.
So that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, none of their heroes really scale into late. I guess Puck is not, terrible in the late game, but it's not really a hero that's known for its late game prowess. Sure, you might be able to get, a Hex. You just pick up a bunch of utility items. But
Simba is getting chased out of this lane, and he's had a rough time. Wow, he actually is almost dead. Paris might die of this. He does have press the attack. He's going to decide not to. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're going to go. Earthbind comes in. The Poof was already used. The Dust is going to go as well. Matt is low. One more right click from No-Tail will do the job. They get the kill on the off-lane Brood. Big Daddy picks up the last right click.
Nice micro coming out from Big Daddy No-Tail on the Meepo, able to get out the double Earthbind as well as both Poofs.
He just heads back to the jungle and, well, he'll take some of the farm. And actually, Kroki's going to come into the safe lane and get some of the farm as well, so they are going to try trading up some of this CS just to make sure that he gets to an early Blink Dagger, so I like the decision coming out. As soon as he gets a Blink, and if Big Daddy has a couple of items to work with, I mean, they can kill here. As S4 is going to get Dream Coil to the mid lane. Looks like he avoided a lot of the damage. They're looking for Drawl, but here comes the Courier with his bottle back in it. S4 might bottle up and look for a clap, but Drawl is going to actually just try to go. They're kind of just dancing around each other here, and wow,
yeah,
that's
and
interesting.
As you say, Simba is having a difficult time in this offlane, but it looks like he is sort of in a 1v1 matchup now, so going to be able to pick up some nice experience and farm on himself, and Tide also is going to have access to Ancients at some point, so going to be able to have a nice comeback mechanic for himself.
Radiant's bottom tower
So, I mean, that
attack.
Simba might have a rough time now, but, well, mid lane, meanwhile, there's the split going in. It looks like there was a gank. They're going to throw up the usage of that boulder toss. Raw is low, and there's the Cyclone. They want this kill. They're going to find it. The immolation, more than enough damage. Creo's going to get dove as well. Will they be able to bring down 2 here coming out? He's going to have to use his Nature's Attendance, but he goes down regardless. And S4, despite getting first blood, it takes 2 here in the mid lane. That's quite the kill coming out for S4.
And, I mean, there's a reason why this hero always gets banned against S4. His micro is impeccable on this hero, and just showing it off there,
Dire's middle
that
tower
was
is under attack.
very impressive coming out from him.
So he turns 2, and that'll get him up towards his bottle, and actually 1,200 gold. He's getting close to his Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, they're going to chase down Matt as well. There's another
he's
Earthbind
gonna
coming
die.
in. Another Earthbind's going to flow. Double poof coming in. The Burrow Strike, and Big Daddy gets yet another kill. This is not to mention that Croaky also has 1,500 gold in the bank. So despite everything going well in the top lane, these other lanes are starting to become an issue for Denial.
Yeah, and I think the problem is that, okay, so even if, let's say, usually Brood, sure, you might have this bad start because you're up against a tri-lane, but, you know, that's no problem because at some point they're going to leave you alone. But the problem is they only have to send one hero to stop you, and they have so many different heroes they can send. They can send the Tide, they can send the Panda, they can send the Sand King. Probably even the Meepo, because he can just cast poof on, you know, 2 Meepos and all your spiders are dead. I just think he's just never going to have an impact in this game. Because even if he's given the space, it only takes one hero, and that's really the problem in this game. Is that when you're a Brood and it only takes one hero for them to stop you, you're just not going to be effective.
Again, we question why they picked it first. That was the biggest indication in my mind that this game was going to go south, and it hasn't really devolved into absolute obliteration yet for Denial, but there's always the opportunity for a secret. You mentioned the heroes can just gank the Broodmother so easily. The one hero that they might have an issue with is going to be the Legion Commander, who has had a great time top. The most CS in the game, 1,000 gold plus treads, going to try to get towards the Blink Dagger as quickly as possible, but I mean,
Yeah,
they
and
can deal with her eventually.
We also didn't really discuss the fact that Denial doesn't really have anything to deal with the Meepo, like going towards the late game, because, or even this mid game, once he gets the Ags and the Blink Dagger, are they going to be able to burst S4 down before he
Is he
gets the
dead?
split off?
No, they get the split off. The duel went, and they didn't get the kill either. And Paris might actually
denies the
fall.
haste as well.
That's huge coming at the Cyclone coming in. Simba's going to come. He does have the Ravage. He's going to pop it. Absolutely. Hits on it too. Now they're going to turn their attention to Dural. He's going to have to use his phase shift. He will jaunt up. He almost got hit by that boulder, and had he would have gone down. Meepo also got a kill, I believe, onto Skyrath, but he did go down in the end. No, it was actually Funzy getting the kill onto
he
Meepo.
died.
So,
Yeah.
all right, that was the trade-off. So Meepo going down, nice pickup. Again, he's not down for that long, only 10 seconds, but
Yeah, really good deny on from S4 onto that haste rune. I think Legion probably would have survived because I don't think they would have been able to ravage him.
Radiant's
So
bottom tower is under attack.
well, unfortunately, that wasn't the case. As Paris did go down. He's going to go toe-to-toe against Simba here. Simba is kind of low, but he can't take him down. Even with the duel, he would have to get him low before he dueled him up. So now they're putting some aggressiveness on the bottom lane.
Yeah, they finally done what I thought they might even do at the beginning of the game, which is to have the Enchantress and Skyrath sort of in this jungle position. And I mean the Brood as well, but they just need to have multiple heroes in the bot lane so that they can A, protect Brood, and B, threaten to kill these heroes as they're either in the jungle or in the lane, because Brood can't do it alone.
Puppy's going to
Puppy
come in.
might be in
Sentry
trouble,
Ward.
actually. That's a lot of spiders.
Heal yourself. They're going to get pooped on. 1, 2. They don't kill him. They're so close. That would have been so much gold for No-Tail. He got maybe a couple of them there. Yeah. Kroki gets a kill in the mid lane, though, on Dural. He popped up the blink into the Burrow Strike. That was all they needed. He didn't have Epicenter yet. He's got to skill it now, I imagine, but good usage of that blink that it just came out at 9 minutes for Kroki, so
He
but
might
they do
actually
lose to
just skill Burrow
the
Strike,
hero
I'm not
Puppy
sure.
bottom lane as well. I didn't see him go down, but
Puppy died to the spiders. It was
Yeah.
just like a huge swarm of spiders. And honestly, him dying there for that many spider kills is probably not the worst thing in the world. Like I said, getting that many spider kills is probably worth more than a kill, I think, at this point in the game.
there are so many of them, and if only had gotten all of them, my god, that would have been a lot of money. But still, Simba's going to go top. Crio's jungling aggressively, and S4 notices he's on the high ground. Blink, Clap's going to go, and Crio's going to pop the Nature 6, and it's split. Nope, there's going to be Vincere coming out. Nice play, but the Blink burrow, and boom, the heal coming in from Puppey, the Shadow Wave. They get the kill. Crio, rather Giral, is going to jaunt away across the ravine.
They might get Simba in the top lane. They're going to
get caught out. Duel's going to go. He doesn't have Ravage for another 3 seconds. Duel is going to be done. Anchor Smash, he might have to pop the Ravage. He's not going to. He'll fall. They don't get the duel win. That still pairs with 0 duel wins at this point in time. Bottom lane, Mad was looking to maybe jump on a Tail, who, by the way, has his level 3. Oh, he's going to have to poof away? No, he doesn't have it for another 2 seconds. He's going to Earthbind, though. He's just going to poof out. He'll make it away.
So that was a nice kill for Denial. Really unfortunate that they didn't get the dual damage, but the next duel plus Skywrath combo is definitely going to kill because Skywrath just got his level 6 from that kill. They're going to have the Mystic Flare available for himself and be able to... I think if they get anyone in this duel plus Skywrath combo, they should die.
Mid lane S4. They see Paris, I believe. Hold on. No, they don't. Not yet. Now they do. S4 is going to come in. There's the duel coming onto S4. Do they have the damage? They have to drop that ult, and they will. S4 is going to get Waning Rift. He's dead. The silence coming in. That's a big kill. He's being a bit too aggressive. Kuroki was there ready for a Blink Dagger, but he couldn't get it off, obviously. And somehow No-Tail is eclipsed up to 997 CS. Might have been from the Spiderlings. Also could be from the jungle. Could be from both. Earthbind's got to come in. He's got to poof on top of them, and they'll both share in the wealth as they get all of those spiders. They're all dead.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That is a lot of gold.
That's a lot of gold.
How close is he to his Aghanims? Does he have
He's
any
got his
other
Ogre
components?
Club. He's his Ogre Club, that's it.
Oh, he bought Treads, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sitting at 1200 life. Probably going to have his Ags within the next couple of minutes. I mean, if he gets another kill on a bunch of Spiderlings like that again, he's going to be pretty close. Oh, there's one Meepo left here. So, well, Puppey might actually just go down to the nukes.
They're all around. Giral's here on the backside. I'm not sure if S4 spotted him out. He's currently in the trees.
S4 is here as well.
S4 is waiting to go. He knows that something's about to break out. A loose Europe's going to fly. Big Daddy might get spotted out. There's going to be the weave coming in. Puppey's just going to pop his Shallow Grave, hopefully survive for the next couple of minutes. Dream Cold comes in. S4 gets Ancient sealed up. He's in some trouble. He will be able to get his ult off. It looks like no, he goes down. Funzy's getting jumped on by Big Daddy. He'll get the kill. And now Big Daddy comes in again. There's the duel. Big Daddy's in some trouble. The poof coming in. It's not enough damage. Winner, but there's the epi from Kuroki. Double kill. He comes from the backside out of nowhere. The Sand King burrows in and he plays the music. And Giral now getting jumped on. It looks like Simba has Ravage. She's maybe waiting to pop it. Kuroki has his blink up. They blink forward. They know that he's there. They're going to right-click him down. Another phase shift. Giral has no mana. There's the Ravage. It's going to go. He's Dunzo, McDunzo.
I'm not sure why they Ravaged because he has no mana.
They didn't know that, I don't
just
think.
Stuck there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they should know that. They can just click on him.
Yeah, true. A bit kind of, a little bit quick of a
he wants to
jump
use
of
the
gun.
Ravage. It's fine. Honestly, like using, everyone says this all the time. Using Ravage in the early game for kills is perfectly fine. But they didn't need it per se to get that kill.
They got it regardless. So.
Yeah.
And
they actually end up trading really well there, even though the Meepo, Dazzle, and Brew go
S4.
down.
Yeah, they all went down.
Okay, Puppey,
Meanwhile, Puppey's dead.
Actually just dead.
Mad just pops up the insatiable hunger. They go to work. Meanwhile, jump in. It looks like they duel and they get the kill onto Big Daddy. Paris coming in now. A couple of duels going his way. Jump and clap, but nice phase shift coming out from Giral. S4 does have the double damage rune. He still has a split as well, but he should be fine. So he'll make his way out of there. And that could have been bad for Secret, but not so much. Or rather for Denial, excuse me. But they end up taking 2 kills and a big one at that. And they're going to Dream Claw on S4 as well. He does have split. No, the Waning Rift comes in. And now he's in trouble. In fact, he is dead. Paris comes in. Great kill. Good Waning Rift. Giral is on point this game with the silences. Goodbye, Spiderlings. Kuroki just got at least 10 of 15 of them. So.
Yeah, so Denial have actually done a good job in the last 2 minutes finding a lot of pickoffs and kills, but they're going to have to continue to apply this pressure because in about 10 minutes, fighting into Secret is probably going to be impossible.
Matt is, by the way, the 3rd in the net worth chart. Earthbind's going to come in. They're going to find out 1 hero. They might find out 2. Giral's going to get slowed up with the...
He actually doesn't have a blink, so he might just die here.
They're all in some trouble. Burrow strikes up in 1 second. Meanwhile, on the backside, they're going to go to work onto another hero. It's going to be Mad falling. And they actually lose the puck as well. So that was a disastrous engagement for Denial. That was...
Yeah, they're actually going to get Roshan. And when you lose fights to teams with Meepo and Brewmaster, down goes Roshan.
Yeah, they actually have their Ags now for Meepo as well. So Blink Dagger's going to come shortly after. And it's going to be kind of an issue. Legion was off to a good start, and then all of a sudden they gave a couple of kills away. And by the way, Matt's going to go for an Orchid, I believe. He has the double quarterstaff coming out. The first Oblivion staff is actually already done, so... Yeah, I like the build, and I like the fact that Matt has come back and done quite well for himself, but that last engagement was maybe the worst thing that could have happened. In fact, they're going to try to take this tower as well. Big Daddy does pick up the Aegis. He also has the Ags as well, so even if they duel him now, he'll just stay alive and go to work on all these heroes. This tower might get denied. It looks like Funzy is going to try to right-click it down. Blink coming in. Ancient Seal immediately, though, and winning Rift. Now the duel going into S4, and Brave comes in for Puppy at a perfect time. Paris is going to be the one to lose the duel. There's the Epi onto Funzy. Is there enough damage? Well, he's going to get Earthbinded, so absolutely double kill from Big Daddy. He's taken over the game. He's now sitting at a cool 7-3-3, and they're going to work towards this Tier 2 tower as well. Great grave from Puppy there. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and, you know, I was saying 10 minutes was probably the time where they can't take team fights. It might actually just be now.
It's just now. That's it.
They can't deal with the AoE coming out from Secret. They actually get a nice quill, canceling the TP of Kuroki, who is going to go to the bottom lane and deal with Brood, but it's not going to matter.
Not quite the $1 million coil, but...
Not quite. And... How do Denial teamfight against this? Like, if they initiate with a duel, it's just gonna get graved by Puppy. And he was very on point with that previous grave onto S4. And if they go in with the puck, it's just, they're not gonna have enough AoE damage to do anything, and they're just gonna counter-initiated by the Blink Ravage. Even possibly the Blink Episphen. Who doesn't?
The puck doesn't have a blink yet. It's 17 minutes into the game, and Giral, who had a great start, is sitting on only... Well, I guess he's going to have it in about 20 seconds, but still.
And the problem is that every team fight is going to be 4 versus 5. And Brood's not knocking at your base yet, so you don't really have to worry too much about...
Oh boy, Matt, you are into trouble. Another Earthbind goes in. Insatiable Hunger is going to go through, and the spiders are about to fall. No Tail gets so much gold from killing all of those damn spiders. He had just bought his Blink Dagger. He's back up to 1,000 gold. S4, there's a fight mid coming in. The split goes in. Mystic Flare as well. Creo getting brought low. He'll fall to the Panda. They're going to cycle it up Funzy as well. This might be an entire team wipe. Triple kill for S4. Will he get the Ultra coming in? Absolutely. S4 going to work. Big Daddy coming in at the back end of that fight. And they're going to take not only a Tier 2, but maybe a Tier 3 at this point. They're so far ahead now.
I don't think Denial can actually do anything at this point. And I think a lot of this game just comes down to draft. I really like the draft that Secret put together. It's well thought out, and it sort of just feels like Denial's draft just doesn't seem very well thought out, because also the first pick Brood doesn't make much sense. I don't even think Legion Commander's that good in this game. Because they last picked Legion Commander.
Oh my god, they are jumping on Paris. The blink poop going in. Paris is low. He'll fall. They're going to work on Funzy as well. He's donezo. They're going to pop up another Earthbind, go to work on Creo. Bro strike in the backside of this. They bring down the puck as well. They are just diving to space. This game has gotten out of hand quickly. That's 4 heroes dead. Broodmother can't really get involved. She's a freaking Broodmother. And they're just going to send No Tail back home. He'll poof back in, and he'll rotate his heroes out. They're going to take the Tier 3. Rax is at, this might just be the game, man. They haven't even taken the Tier 1 top or bottom yet. But they're just going to take mid-Rax because why not? Wow.
There's nothing Denial can do anymore. I mean, Brood is desperately trying to split push this bottom lane, but like we said, there's 4 different heroes from Secret that can just go and deal with Brood. So there's really no threat. And he's barely even hitting the Tier 2, so... Oh, they're actually just going to hit the Tier 4s.
They're going to work. They're going to try to finish this game off. Silence comes under the one Meepo. There's going to be the duel as well, and that Mystic Flare does nothing. Burst Strike goes in, and they just blow up 3 years. Yeah, they still have it. They're going to call GG. That is it. Secret just, in the past 5 to 10 minutes, ran over. Again, they ran over Denial.
Not much more to say about that. This Brood pick a bit questionable. I think just their overall picks. I don't know what their plan was unless they somehow killed the safe lane 2 or 3 times, which they did that, and then